cool. Yeah, no problem. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. All right, there you go. Yeah, no problem.
Sorry.
So, hey. Yeah, no problem, no problem. Yeah. Let's go.
Kein Problem, nichts passiert.
Okay, halt auf der Tür.
Jo, danke. Ja. Guck mal. Ja, extra.
Ja, ich weiß, das ist nicht meine, das ist nicht meine.
Marcel, das ist für dich.
Dankeschön.
Das ist von unserem Museum, Sachsenring, wo du auf der Yamaha sitzt. Kannst du denn Sinn? 2 Jahre her oder was ist das?
Foto, Quatsch nicht machen, Foto. Mensch!
Down here is Stefano Manzi. He goes across to get headway.
Sorry.
You signed the cap.
Hey, Johnny, congrats.
Hey, thank you.
Great job today. Thanks a lot.
Okay, so as I said, whilst the... hello JC, how are you? Doing good?
Yeah, not bad at some point, so it's good.
Excellent stuff. Lorenzo Della Porta, former world champion. What about it, ladies and gentlemen? His first ever weekend, Lorenzo Della Porta in the World Tour. Friday, and for you, obviously, this is kind of like a home race.
Yeah, of course, for me, it's a home race. I really like it here. I've never been so many times to Moss, but it's a great track. This morning conditions were really tricky, but we could do some laps in the dry as well, and was not too bad. Top 10 this morning, and I hope we can continue in that way.
Obviously, Most is a new circuit to the calendar. Previously, we've been to other circuits in the Czech Republic. It's a great facility. The fans obviously get really enthusiastic. As a German rider racing here, how much benefit is that when you're going around the circuit? You can see the German flags, you can see the Philipp Erdl flags. It must give you a big sensation.
Yeah, of course, it's a pleasure for me to ride here in front of the German fans. I also have my hotel in Germany, so it's very close for everyone, and now I really like it here. I think also compared to Brünn, everything is more close. You can see everything is for the spectators. It's a pleasure to be here.
And final question, obviously, as you said.
Thank you very much. Hello. Thank you very much.
Good celebrations down here. 4 Santos to 3 And as we wait for the third place rider, what about it, ladies and gentlemen? I lie, they have now, you have. Alvaro Bautista, congratulations, what a turnaround, and you lead the championship now by 74 points. Of course, tell us about the race, but there was this many people watching the race. Was that not just some of the craziest overtaking that we have ever seen? What was it like to race those laps with Top Rat? Because where we were watching, it looked insane.
Yeah, for sure, it's so nice to race here because the fans here are so amazing, so crazy, and I'm so happy to have this battle today with Top Gun in front of these amazing fans. It was really hard, no, to fight against Top Gun, especially on the hard braking is too hard because he can stop so well the bike, and he always put the bike inside the chicane. Doesn't matter what happens.
He was late. I was like,
we were always late. Also, always miss the corner. The first corner always miss, but he put the bike, and then I can do nothing. No, so.
Quite content and not much to say, which bodes well, doesn't it, for racing? When the lights go out, we had 3 riders on lap record pace. And I think it's going to be a pretty exciting race when the lights do go out. Of course, we've got Triumph to throw into the mix, Honda as well. Kawasaki will start on the second row of the grid, and a great ride.
Schneller, oh Scheiße. Scheiß. Please. Oh nein.
Good.
You want some?
So the riders then will be sticking around for the next 5 or 10 minutes. 2016 was the last pole position for Honda, 2016 was the last win. And I didn't want to mention your name because I mentioned a couple of riders, there was a couple of crashes and they're shouting at me going, commentators curse. I thought, I don't think I even mentioned you in the last 3 laps, but what a sensational race for you, great for the team. Obviously we know how hard Midori and all the guys are working, but just put it into words, what does this mean to you? I can see you're quite emotional. If anyone's got a tissue, you might want to pass those up here, but you deserve this, mate. Come on, you don't win your first World Supersport race very often. Absolutely top draw stuff, mate, top draw.
Yeah, thank you. It's been difficult for not just me but my teammate and the whole team this year. Obviously the bike hasn't been as competitive as me and Adam or the team thought, so it's just been tricky. In wet conditions or mixed conditions we always show that kind of our levels maybe a bit higher than where we actually finished, like this morning in warm-up. And yeah, in that race, I watched the 300 race yesterday, and I think it was I can't remember the German man.
Oh, Lennox.
And he didn't come in, he just kept going. I actually had experience from a British Supersport race years and years ago where if you just kept heating the tyres, it was actually better than going slow over the wet stuff, so that's what I did.
Yeah, it was big step, and I think me and the people around me are only crazy people who do this. And yeah, this year was very tough for me, but I'm happy to be at Most with all the Czech fans, with my family, and I just want to show them that I'm not that bad like in the previous rounds. And yeah, I want to do my best and do some good result.
And in Czech?
Já už si nepamatuju, co jsem říkal v angličtině. Tak samozřejmě vás tady všechny vítám, jsem rád, že jste přijeli mě, Peťu Svobodu a Ondru Vostatka podpořit. Myslím si, že to pocítíme a požene nás to dopředu. Já doufám, že vám tady ukážu, že nejsem tak špatný, jako to bylo v těch předešlých závodech, kdy to bylo prostě pekelný oproti Loňsku, tak se nám vůbec nedařilo, ale věřím, že tady v Mostě to spolu otočíme k tomu lepšímu a po zbytek sezóny mě uvidíte víc vepředu. Takže mi ještě jednou moc děkuji, že jste přijeli, užijte si víkend a my vám snad předvedeme nějakou hezkou show.
Redding is going to go from last to first with his first flying lap Rocket BMW crosses the line now, and it is a 141.4 straight to the top. Brilliant lap that, absolutely brilliant lap for Scott Redding, who now goes fastest. And now we can see the knock-on effect out of...
Merci beaucoup.
Single rider will be down here in the park for me, in the fan zone for our party.
Benim telefonumu çeksene. Abi benim telefonumu çeksene.
Yine sen açta çekti, basıp çekti. Açtım abi.
Al abi.
Abi. Kanka, son. Geç lütfen. Benim telefonum. Sor. O video değil. Sor.
Then you can beat him up and not me. So. Okay, Jorge, number 1 over this way. Number 2 over this way. And the final one, where are we going? Come on, let me hear. Straight down the middle. Marcel, you were on track, you would have heard the commentary, we could see you coming, it was kind of like Jaws, you were coming. This place was going crazy for you. First time racing here on the Super Sport machine, solid points today, and you've got to be happy with that.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said earlier, after Super Bowl, I was a little bit disappointed because coming from 13, the chances to fight for a podium in front of your home fans are not that great, so I was a little bit disappointed, but yesterday I think it was already a solid race. Much more was difficult to achieve, and today of course with a little bit of help and the rain and the tricky conditions.
We're going to come down and have a little chat to some of the riders. Gareth Gerloff is right round the side. You know what, you've got to give him 10 out of 10, he doesn't leave it. Lap time cancelled for Petrucci, but he did the lap on the previous lap, so that's okay. Lap time cancelled for Jonathan Ray. Lap time cancelled for 51. Lap time cancelled for Scott Redding. He now drops down. Rinaldi at the moment is still on the front row of the grid. Petrucci is in second place. As we continue to wait. Words in check. Thank you.
Já bych vás tady chtěl všechny přivítat, děkuji, že jste přišli fandit, určitě je to potřeba. Myslím si, že dnešek je jeden z dnů, na který bych rád zapomněl, o co nám nedařilo, oproti včerejšku a chtěl...
Myslím, že to složení, který tady je, tak by se zasloužilo o dost větší aplaus a já vím, že Češi to umějí, speciálně v hospodách, tak jdeme do toho, ne? 3, 2, 1.
I think I just got fired, but anyway, we're going to let you go down. Okay, ladies and gents, these guys are going to come down and sign some autographs. One more time, every single rider from the Superbike World Championship.
Yeah, it was a bigger one in Motor America.
Yeah, it was. I had to use brake cleaner to get it off my head. How are you, mate? You alright?
Yeah, I'm okay, I'm okay. Yeah, It's difficult never big steps. I go to them. Feel better. Finally, the injury behind me since Imola, and I feel better on the bike, just trying to get back to my pace doing a lot of laps. And yeah, it was a
Yeah, thank you very much, Czech Republic. A lot of people here, a lot of fun, a lot of number 9. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I think I overbeat to Jonathan because I left a bit of space in the last corner. I did the last corner with this front wheel. I say, okay, if you know, the last lap was unbelievable. He's an incredible rider. Johnny is always unbelievable with this bike. He's doing something incredible. And but I had something more on braking, so I had to try. But I was happy anyway to stand on the podium.
But even happier to be second, right?
Yeah, second is better. But
Well, I'm not even going to talk about the race, but it's been a good weekend, hasn't it? Up to that point, it's been a very positive weekend.
Yeah, not too bad. It's nice to be closer to the front, especially in the practice sessions and qualifying after some laps got canceled.
People here, can you feel that energy around the track?
Yeah, it's really nice. The people can come really close, also for the podium and for the chat. Yeah, it's much better. I think I was a little bit too slow last year because I didn't went up there with the Paddock show. So also not so fast this year, but we are improving a lot. I'm feeling confident. Really nice to be back here in Czech. The track is really nice. I think they improve in 2 years a lot. So yeah, it's really cool.
Obviously, you've been on the. Rosa and the Verdazura Aurillac racing team get a front row of the grid. As I said, the winner, the first visit that we had in Mandalika International in Indonesia, Rafaela winning back then, and he'll be looking to get back on the podium here. A lot of experience to Rosa in the Grand Prix World 250s. And
mistake with the choice of the time. So I have to enter to the pit and to play one time, and then to use big tires for just trying to recover some position, but I lost too many seconds. So we will try.
I see Podium on my front, I push in the last lap and I try to make attack. It's going well, and then in the end we catch the Podium.
Great job, look forward to seeing you later on. Of course, we'll be back here for the Super Show. If you want to meet Bahatin, make sure you're here for the Super Show. And on the podium for Bahatin Safoglu, we'll let you take us. Busy enough, but difficult weekend, but in the end, solid results and fastest lap, which obviously reminds us all that you've still got the speed, it just wasn't your day.
Yeah, for sure the speed is there, no? But today, well, we say the weekend is not going so well for us because yesterday we had a problem in the FP2 and I cannot make a lot of lap and a lot of reference. But this morning we worked the work we did, we had to do yesterday. I feel not so bad. Then in the Super Bowl they cancelled my lap because I had a yellow flag in the last corner, but it was complicated because they showed the flag when I was almost inside the corner, so I cannot do nothing and they cancelled my lap. Okay, I'm not agree, but it's the rule, so we have to accept.
Good job, Rafael de Rosa. So close to the podium. You're going to fight tomorrow for sure. No problem. Good job today. You're moving around down here as fast as you are on the track, mate. You're all over the place. What a great weekend. I know today's going to be a bit disappointing with the tyre gamble, but a big strong whole weekend. Probably the best performance of the season.
Yeah, definitely. First front row today, so yeah, we got lucky with the yellow flags, but
yeah,
anyway,
definitely.
You know, front
Congratulations to Nicola Buliga, and he will start, as I said, from pole position. The run continues. The only one he hasn't had was at Imola, but he bounces back, and it's Ducati on top.
That's how we do it. Okay, we are going to let the guys go down. Go on, Kevin, down we go. And I think there are a couple of riders here that we're going to speak to. Mark, stay with me because you've got some goodies. Thank you, mate, Julio. Good job this weekend, right here. And yeah, let's keep the three. Okay, again, strong in practice, new lap record in qualifying. Not quite the race lap record, but nevertheless another dominant victory. Congratulations.
Yeah, until now it was a perfect weekend because we did all until now. But we have one more race tomorrow, so I want to be there tomorrow. I will try again, thanks to the team. The bike was amazing for the weekend. See you tomorrow.
Absolutely. See you later, maybe in hard to say after the run, as you said yesterday. It's been a difficult few rounds, a race win on the podium. You've got to leave the Czech Republic with a smile.
Yeah, super weekend for us at KRT. You know, I want to thank all my crew, thank all the fans. Thanks for coming out. You know, it's been a strange weekend with the weather forecast. And yeah, a lot of travelling support, so I thought Imola was incredible, you know, with 2/3 in the long races, but to get a win, you know, battled with Danilo to the last corner.
That was a pretty good race, eh?
I was a little bit too soft, you know, I couldn't see him, but I could feel him, and I thought, if I touch him, I have as much chance of crashing as he does, so I just was that little bit too soft, but yeah, congratulations to Alvaro, that was a hell of a pace, especially at the end. I had nothing to match him today. But really enjoyed the weekend. Thanks very much, Czech Republic, and we'll see you next year.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Feeling, even if this track is quite difficult, it's quite bumpy, but I really enjoy. It's really flowing. It's difficult to overtake, so we need a good start position and a good start. And at the moment, I'm happy. We have been working really good. And yeah, let's see for today. It's quite tough because it's physical, it's difficult to overtake, and but then we are all packed. We'll see. But anyway, thanks to all the fans here. We will try to do a good race on Saturday.
Thanks, Emma.
Yeah, anyway, but we try to join
a great result once again for Stefano Manzi. Another solid result from you. Looks like in the first couple of laps you just got caught up a little bit, and then your pace was as good as Nicola. You just weren't able to close the gap, unfortunately.
Yes, we're struggling a bit in the first few laps, like always. So the short race don't help us to be on the top. But yeah, it was a nice one. It's a nice place, but yeah, when you come to win and finish second, it's not the best result that you can want. But in the end, it was great. We have another race tomorrow, so we try again tomorrow.
Looking forward to seeing you on track tomorrow. Good job today.